Welcome back to our podcast, Redeemed. We've been picking and choosing a few stories to look at with Elijah and Elisha, the two prophets in 2 Kings. And I'm just picking some of the more interesting ones, I guess. We did just skip over a couple of main big ones. He raised the Shunammite's child back to life. And then you have the oil, too, the widow's oil. Both those are really good stories, but this one just kind of always grabbed my attention. Not that raising somebody from the dead isn't as impressive.
Still a big deal.
But
kind of a big deal.
This story just seems more random to me.
It is. That's a good way to put it. It is, because it's random.
Because I mean, let's be honest. Throughout the Bible, there's lots of story of, there's not a lot, as we did some research on, but there are a few in there where people were raised from the dead. Mm-hmm. So it's
we saw Elijah do it.
Yeah. It's a reoccurring theme. Mm-hmm. This one, this death in a pot is just a random little insert that's put in there, showing God's mercy on a bunch of people from someone who, in my mind, may have made a big mistake.
You would think so.
Okay. So we have Elisha. He's returned. There was a famine, and while the company of prophets was meeting with him, he said to his servants, now this is all key right here, okay? Put on a large pot and cook some stew for these prophets. So.
A nice gesture.
Yeah, good idea, okay? I mean, I'm hungry right now. I could have some stew. That'd be fine.
Stew sounds great.
Yeah. It's not overly warm up here in Washington right now, so yeah, stew sounds great.
But he did not think about who he was sending out.
No, he didn't. And probably was not the best idea. Okay, so one of them, he will remain nameless.
I do like
that.
I like that the author of this book kept that guy's name out. It's like let's not just destroy him.
Uh-huh. He went out to the field to gather herbs and found a wild vine and picked as many of its gourds as his garment could hold. So wild vine, doesn't say he knew what it was.
Nope.
Okay. And when he returned, he didn't even think about it. He just cut them up and threw them into the pot of stew. Though no one knew what they were. So I guess he showed them to somebody.
And nobody thought, maybe we don't eat the stuff we don't know what it is.
Yeah. That's always like my first thought watching those survival shows. Yeah. It's like, maybe we don't just eat whatever you find.
Yeah, that's my favorite. This, where it's like the two choices, like this is either going to be really good for me or it's going to kill me.
Yeah.
And then they eat it. And it's like, well, I don't think that's the way I would have gone.
Nope. Not the gamble I want to take. Middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah. So he made some stew. And the stew was poured out for the men. But as they began to eat it, they cried out, which I thought this was a weird response too. Instead of, oh my goodness, the pot's been poisoned.
Yeah.
It's, man of God, there's death in the pot.
It's poetic.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they could not eat it. So Elisha said, get some flour. He put it into the pot and said, serve it to the people to eat. And there was nothing harmful in the pot. That was a powerful flour.
Very powerful flour.
Organic.
Yeah. So
Organic.
have the right flour in your house, just
right.
in case.
And it's just, it's just one of those stories just showing once again Elisha's, or not Elisha's power, but God's power through Elisha.
Right.
And how God took mercy on these what do they call them?
Prophets.
They're prophets.
Prophets. Company of prophets. That's the word I'm looking for. And and God still even cared about them.
Yeah. Well,
And
Elisha, because it's faith-based, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even Elisha having the faith to, all right, there's death in the pot. I throw flour in the pot. God makes it all good.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he didn't, and I don't know if there's any more commentary there between Elisha and God.
Right.
But it just sounds like he just grabbed some flour, threw it in there, said, okay, now it's good to go.
Yeah, it's fine now.
Yeah.
Weenies. Yeah. He thought they meant it was too spicy.
needed
Just got to tone that down a little bit.
That down. I would have really liked to know what kind of gourd it was. Like, what kind of?
Yeah.
Because the commentary says what was wrong with the soup. It was either too bitter or it was poisonous.
I hope it was poisonous.
Yeah,
I'm just,
If you're going to say death in the pot,
yeah, I get better
think.
with poisonous.
Yeah,
It's like,
think.
I just don't really like it that much.
not for me.
Yeah, like, who cares?
But it does show, like, because like the commentators pointing out that God does things very unique.
Yeah.
Like he used salt to purify water.
Mm-hmm.
He used oil to pay off a widow's debt. You know what I'm saying?
He does things that you can't explain off.
Yeah.
If that
it
makes
doesn't
sense.
make sense to
Right,
our
yeah.
human brains.
Yep.
Yeah.
And absolutely, and God's very good at that. You are going to know that He did it, and
Yep.
He is going to get the credit. And I like how the commentary ends it. It says, "In Elisha we see vivid displays of God's ability to salvage and transform."
Like that.
I thought that was really good, and that's really what God does. Even in our own lives, He salvages and transforms. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't get it right all the time. I feel like He's always
Facts.
having to salvage a few things in my life, and then at the same time, I still need Him to help me
Yep.
and transform into the Christian He wants me to be.
Steered in the right direction sometimes.
Absolutely. So anyway, it's just one of those that has intrigued me, has for years. That and I also like just to see just the little bits into the life of who Elisha was.
Right.
You know, these are not the things that are blown out of proportion or the big mega things he did. No,
Right.
he just happened to be there at that time and he saved a bunch of prophets
Yeah.
with of course the help of God.
Right. For sure. Wasn't Elisha's magic touch.
So the lesson here that we need to understand is be careful what you put into your stew.
One.
And if it tastes bad, put some flour in it.
Yeah.
Two.
Your life lessons.
Write this down.
And lastly, you better have God on your side.
That's the one I'd write in all caps.
Maybe that one first.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just saying.
And just know that you do have a God that does care about the details in your life.
Yeah. Prove that.
Over and over again. All right, well, you guys have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next time.